Hello, beautiful souls. I have to say, does it feel like we've been kind of pushed beyond our limits some days? Um, I'm not trying to start this off in a negative tone, but there is the word that keeps coming in is deliverance. And I'll tell you why that is. I'm going to pull some cards here too. So let's see. I think probably this one, the wild unknown. I mean, that's what we're heading into, right? The wild unknown. So I'm gonna see if I can expand on this a little more because some of you asked for longer videos, and I'm very efficient with the way I do my videos because I'm like short and sweet. And most people only watch up to 30%, on average, 30% of the videos, even if they're 5 minutes. So I guess that's our attention span right now, and that's okay. Sometimes I have to listen to my videos in segments, if I'm in between sessions or whatever. Let's turn this the right way. So let's really tune into that, and this theme has been coming up when working with clients and other aspects of what's going on in the world. So I'm going to push this out tonight before the fake selection, whatever you want to call it. Because it just feels very elusive to me. So let's pull some cards. But how are you guys all feeling? The inner child really, 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 really wants to connect with your soul, connect in the world, connect in your body, wherever he or she is ready to connect. Just keep talking to her, doing fun things, sending her love. I'm saying her because that's me. My inner child is female, because that's my physical human vessel and what I'm divinely meant to be right now. Anyway, so there's a lot of divine energies floating around there, and just there's a lot of people are purging anger and fear. Some people are saying, no matter what happens, this next day, it's going to be world, you know, something free. Well, I'm just not gonna like put any words out there that I saw somewhere that someone had purchased YouTube recently. I don't know. I feel like 5 cards today, guys. We're gonna tell a story. I've got 3 of them pulled, and you can hear my shuffling. I'm just kind of whatever falls out and whatever throws itself at me here is what is landing for what we need to know. So check in. What is below? Just how are you feeling? How are you feeling? Discombobulated? Are you feeling grounded? Are you feeling excited? Are you feeling angry? Are you feeling like you need a deliverance? Get my pendulum here just to double check things. These are the 5 cards we need to see. Testing each one here, double checking because I feel it's important to be very specific right now. So let's do an overview. Let's see. Let's see if they're in order, you guys. Let's see if they're in order. Okay, and are they all in the proper direction as I'm holding them right now? Yes. So if they're reversed, they're reversed. If they're not, they're not. Okay, so okay. Okay. Okay, this feels like let's just make this a November energy reading. Okay. Energy update for November, aka let's slide it in before the selection. Um, and if you know what I'm saying, hopefully you know what I'm saying. Okay, just making some room here. I was indulging my inner child on eating some sweets. I don't do that. I don't eat sugar. So, okay, I'm just gonna lay this out and really sit with it. I'm gonna pull one out. I'm gonna do the synopsis. And of course I hit a button on my computer. I'm gonna give you the synopsis of what I'm seeing here because some of these cards, I went live on TikTok last week and I kept pulling one of these cards over and over and over again. And so let's start with the only reversed card we have of this one, the Nine of Cups. This means there's something that needs to move around for it to flip over. You guys, that's the short of it. I'm going to go deeper into that as we need to. Okay. Mother of Swords, number 2. Now, one time I looked up owls, like their meaning, because I had one sitting on the peak of my roof with the little horns, the horned owl. And as I was walking back to my house, it was like the neck was following me. It's like was watching me. It was very interesting. And I looked up it, it means a death. So there's something cutting off here. It's a death to the old. Okay. Well, again, we'll expand on this more as we go because my energy is like very buzzy at the moment. And this one is the Six of Wands. There's a lot of different energies coming in with this, and this is like coming up and out of this dark, messy bunch here. But this is like your soul's energy, in my opinion. So, how's your soul doing? Is this part of you that's separating to make this a clear and beautiful rebirth energy for you? Okay, feels a little muddied, but we're going to clear it up. Don't worry. We're going to go more in depth with this. Then we have the Magician pulling in all the different suits of the tarot. We have, is this more like a cheetah? It's about to move fast. And the number one. So we've got like this energy from here to here, and then it's gonna like zoom. It's gonna zoom. And see, this reminds me of like, you know, those movies, like the sci-fi movies where they're in a spaceship and you zoom through and it looks like the stars are flowing past you that fast. They look like streaks of light. That's what that looks like to me. I'm also hearing don't look back. Don't look back. Okay. I love the visuals because I love stories and I love beautiful artwork. So this is why I use cards. And the final card in our spread, if we need to follow up, I will tune into that as I'm going deeper into these cards for you all. Because now we're into the average time of my usual videos. Clearing some throat energy for humanity at the moment. Okay, justice. What does that mean to you? I mean, let's just be real. 8. Ooh, 8. It feels very intense. There's the world down here, dark to light, big sword in the middle. This is like the big cutting off. Okay. Choices, I'm also hearing as well. Okay. That's the short version. If you'd like to hear a more expanded version of this narrative that I'm pulling out here, just keep listening. And if you're done listening, then check out my links below, see if anything resonates for you there. I'm here to support humanity, however you are called to connect to me. So guided and whatnot, whatever it is that you're meant to connect to. Okay. Let's dive in. So the reversed Nine of Cups, it's like there's a lot of leaking energy pouring out of these cups right now, but it's about to all turn over because we've got to retain who we are. We've got to retain there's a word I'm trying to see. We've got to retain the consistency. That's not the word. It's like it's not coming to me. That's okay. We've got to retain like the true nature of us and where we're headed. Okay. So if you feel like you yourself are leaking energy, turn it around and put up some protections. Maybe turn off, the news, turn off, don't talk to toxic people, maybe don't go to the stores, whatever you need to do to protect your empath self right now is the time to do that. And so we need to fill those cups back up, self-care, self-love, really nurturing the inner child so that we can move through this next phase. It's going to be hugely important. So there's something else here. I'm hearing By the Light of the Moon, and that's a song that I know. So why is that coming up? It's like that's when you might receive clarity for yourself. So I think we just had a new moon. So we are coming into a more full moon program, whatever. And so whatever that means for you, use that energy for the good for you to nurture all energies for you. It's not super clear to me, But if that resonates for you, take it. If it doesn't, then don't. But eventually, this will need to be reversed to make the next phase easier for you. Okay. Mother of Swords. I mean, look how serious this owl is. Look how serious. And I don't know if that's like a snowy owl. I don't know what kind of owl that is, but it has turned out to be a lot colder here where I am. Freezing temperature. We even had like a couple snowflakes this morning. But the Mother of Swords, again, it's the cutting off energy. And really you're standing on this owl is standing on this very thin sword, but balancing just fine. So even if the world and things looks very, very topsy-turvy, you can still stand strong in who you are, knowing the truth of everything that's all around you. So I think that's really important. It's getting so warm in here now that I'm doing this current energy update for you guys. I do have the fireplace on, but it suddenly got a lot warmer. So, and notice there's no color. Like this is black and white. And then gradually throughout this spread, besides the first card, we're adding color. So if you notice the progression, this one's black and white, no color. I mean, you may not be able to see that through the video with my lighting. Then we have black and white plus the butterfly. Then we have black and white plus the red and yellows. So we're adding more spectrum of the light as we go. And then we come full spectrum light. Now, this is also the progression of us being able to see more of what we need to see. So no matter what is happening in and all around us, like really pay attention to who you are, your connection to the divine, and what is that truth? What is the full spectrum of that truth and that light being sent to you? That's why I do prism light healing, because that is the purest form that I can see of light and the highest resonance for healing. Okay. Again, the theme that I'm picking up for today and maybe all throughout November is deliverance. Seems, I mean, don't think of the movie, but think of something else. Think of like the positive aspects of that. And restoration and gentle guidance. These are just words that are coming in as I'm tuning into the energies, you guys. Okay, is there anything else for the Mother of Swords? I don't think so. There's a lot for the Magician card, but let's see what's coming up for the Six of Wands, okay? This really speaks to how are you connecting to source? Ooh, big energies coming through. Are you opening up to the truth beyond what you're seeing in the physical? Are you connected to your pineal gland? And you must be hungry because my dog never eats this time of day, but he's over there eating. He's just eating leftovers. So are you digesting life well right now? Despite like, are you able to see beyond the veil and into your highest timeline? Are you raising up yourself into your highest timeline space always? Are you moving through the rebirth process with grace and ease? Are you struggling? If so, where do you need to let go? What needs to come through to help you keep elevating into your highest timeline? What loops are keeping you from moving there? She's this little butterfly, she's about to like get clipped by some of those wands that are sharp. So are you evading that? And I just got a visual of like an old video game where you drive through things, and like that was from the 90s. Oh my goodness. I'm not even a gamer that much, but that just came to mind. So it was like an old Star Wars game, computer game, I think, that I grew up with. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So we know some truths about Star Wars and everything. Is there anything else about the butterfly? No, nurture your soul though. Really nurture your soul. Go grounded, go into nature, go grounded, go get grounded, get into nature, do things you love. Really just grab onto that for you. Now my ice maker's going off. Suddenly my very quiet house is noisy. So take that for what you will too. All right, let's take a look at the magician again. So we've got the number, let's just go through the numbers. We've got the 9 of Cups, mother, no number, and then 9, 6, 1, 8. Those are the numbers of the cards in order. So we're moving into a 1. So we're rising above. We're transitioning into this beautiful new energy. It's new. And the Pentacles are very grounded energies. And you are an infinite being. So again, your pineal gland is about to burst through and really just show you the truth of everything and who you are. Use your magic, the magic of who you were created to be. Okay. Do you know that old book? It wasn't a Dr. Seuss book, but they made it look like a Dr. Seuss book. It had the same binding. It was like something about spots, a leopard of many spots. And it was like this, and this book, and his spots could change and they could move all around. And then his spots were suddenly off his body and then they were on. And he was in the zoo, then he wasn't, and all these different things about the spot. So there's something about keeping all of your cells, all the parts of you organized, and so that you're not losing pieces of you, like the spots were flying off of this animal in the book. And what was that called? Maybe some of you know what that book is called. I could look it up too. I read it to my kids all the time. And so, and also it's also a judgment. So it's letting go of other people's perceptions of you as a magical being. If you feel like you've never fit in and you are so set apart, excuse me, from other groups of people or other people in general, don't let them take any of that from you. Like, keep your spots to yourself. I don't know. That's the metaphor that's coming in. And this energy, it's like this animal is like very grounded, very secure, standing above, rising above any energies that are not meant for them here. And again, we're about to just jump as high as we can into our highest timeline. And I'm suddenly even warmer now. Okay, it's rising up. It's rising up. Is there anything else we need to know about that one? No, I'm just double checking to make sure. But again, if there's something that you're tuning into with these cards, then it's meant for you to know. So there's a reason I put this out for the public to see, even though, you know, I would never have been doing this before. So this one, the 8, 8. Yeah, Roman numeral 8, we have these 2 felines with their tails wrapped around the world. I mean, that's not the world as we know it. We have a sword. We have the inverse of dark and light, light and dark, light and dark, and then this full spectrum of light bursting out of the void. That's how easily it can be for us to transform into the reality that we're meant to move into with ascension. Okay. And the cats, I think those are cats. I mean, even though one doesn't look as cat-like as the other to me, they're very multi-dimensional beings. They look very serious, very serious. There's a lot of serious, grounded energy. They all have similar eyes with all of these animals. So if you look at all the animals together, we have the owl, cheetah, leopard, and cats. So 2 cats and a bird. What just happened? Okay. Thought I hit a button. Nope, we're still recording. Okay. So, and this almost, I mean, it's a diamond shape. So there's something about abundance and prosperity coming through with these energies too. I'm also hearing everything's going to be great. No matter how like chaotic it might look, you are loved. You are divinely protected. You are secure. Your inner child is secure. Really do some work on that if you feel fearful or maybe angry at what they're portraying out there. That's really important too. So grab onto your light, hold it, and then if you need to send that out to friends, to family, to loved ones, whomever needs the light from source. Send it out there. And you can see they're transmuting. So there's no rainbow energy in the middle, but then it's all coming up and out on the outside, and it's expanding and it's expanding. So fill your aura with beautiful energies, beautiful, can't think of another word. Really, the words aren't really what's important here today. It's really that you're just getting the whole theme of today, no matter what it looks like on the external. Go within, nurture your soul, and just keep shining your light. Don't let anybody else steal it. Don't let anyone else diminish it. And deliverance is at hand. And it sounds so extreme to me. I don't use that word. I just don't. So, there's another word I wrote down when I was working with a client today. Now I don't see it, but we're moving into a state of wholeness. And so if you feel whole now, that's wonderful. If you still feel like you're working on yourself, continue doing so. Go within, stay grounded, connect with those who are safe for you to connect with. And I'm sending you guys so much love. If you need extra support in this time, I know many are going to need it. Maybe not those of you who are watching it, but share this maybe with someone who does need it. Maybe someone you've been talking to and they're not ready to see all the truth of things yet, or just share with them what you are guided to share, and be guided to just help people who are willingly ready to just move into a higher space or higher timeline. I guess that's it. I'm going to ramble on if I go on too much more, but this was a good long video for you guys. So, all right. Sending you guys so much love, and we will talk very, very soon. I know it. Check out my links and we will connect when we're meant to.